You know what's nice about the path being trimmed? People with canes and crutches can now come back here without a problem. So today, what we're going to do is walk the back trail. That's maybe boring, but at least it'll give you an idea of what's going on. So right now we're heading toward the creek. I will pause a little bit each way. So as you approach the end of the trail by the creek, you're going to find on your left side this little trail here. Let's go down. Sometimes there's a lot of water trickling through here. Let's see. This is where you would try to cross if you want to find the house foundations over there. But we're not going to do that right now. We are going to keep walking this way. So at this point, the trail banks away from the creek. And it goes up this tiny little hill. This little section could be thorny, has raspberry bushes. Come and check it out. And then I will keep walking forward and use landmarks that'll be more appropriate for this. So a few dozen feet more, and what I'll consider landmarks right now would be these painted markers on trees. So this year, the orange ones are the one to follow. You're gonna find a lot of white, green, faded stuff, but this year, orange. So let's keep going. All right, there's kind of a fork in the road, but again, just follow the orange only. Ignore everything else, and we shall keep going. Yeah, so I don't know if it's showing up. I mean, you got orange everywhere. It should be pretty easy to follow. So we will be approaching part of the obstacle course. Where is it? Maybe I haven't reached yet. Yeah, not yet, but just keep following the orange. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, it'll be in a few seconds here. Again, we have more forks in the road that might bank somewhere else. Just keep looking around, you'll spot the orange. So as we're coming up here, there's a makeshift teepee. This log has been here for years, or this branch has never been cut, so this is your first challenge. Hopefully you got a good back. Okay, orange marker. And the teepee, well, what's left of it. Pretty cool. Could use a tarpaulin. Let's keep going. All of this is much more interesting in person. Oh, you hear that squeak? Now that is not a ghost door, everyone. Those are just trees. Keep getting like reports. Oh, I hear the phantom house, the door in the phantom house. Anyway, not that I'm trying to make fun of it, but there's trees out here, folks. They creak. They make noise. I'll keep this rolling. Maybe I can hear some more. There you go. Now let's pause for a minute. I don't know if it's picking it up, but all right, let's keep walking then. Orange markers, here we come. Sometimes you get a nice good clearing. Things are pretty wide open. There are horse trails here, even though you're not supposed to use horses. So if you find those trails, it should be clearly indicated by the amount of mud and the hoof marks. So let's keep going here. More markers, more markers. Right now it's kind of banking, walking east here, so let's pause. Again, clearly marked. And you might find this fork in the road. It goes off to a place to sit down. But again, just keep following those orange markers. You know, disclaimer, if you're coming in here at night, you know you're not supposed to do that. But if you are, certain areas here have logs. Watch where you're walking, or you will get injured. Especially some of these big ones. You're not going to see it. You're going to fall straight on your face. Now let's keep going here. What else we got? Sometimes you might start seeing the paint get heavy. that should be a good indicator that you're getting near like some serious forks in the road or crossroads, however you want to look at it. Oh, my fingers there. And just, you know, pay attention. Sometimes you might have an arrow, but that arrow's pointing, you know, to another arrow. It goes the total opposite direction of where you want to get out of here if you want the open field. So keep paying attention to the orange. This is why I say try this in the day if you're going to break the law and come back here at night. Once you get near the field, it might get extremely thorny, and if it had just rained, it's going to be pretty wet. Just keep that in mind. Pants, shoes, don't wear shorts like I am right now. This does not feel comfortable. All right. Okay, let's say it's fall, not summer, or maybe winter, actually. A lot of this vegetation is not going to be here, so you might not know where to walk. So these little markers on the trees are quite helpful, because this stuff gets really thick. You might like run into a kind of a roadblock. You don't know where to go. Oop, let's keep going here. So we are moments away from the field. It might be showing itself a little bit. I'll keep it on. And what I'll do is I will walk this whole path back. Ouch. So if you're interested, go ahead. See it unedited, me screaming, being hit by thorns. Uncut, you know. If you're bored by it, just shut this off. I just wanted to give you a general idea of what to expect, what to avoid. And on the field, there's two kind of little entrances. One's really wide. The wide one has like dual painted trees. Let's see here. Yeah, got your dualies. These are the soccer field goals. Don't touch these things, people. Please, be cool. They will come in the woods and look for them if you try to drag them in here. Oh, look at this. Look at this. The field. There's the radar. Okay, let's pause. I'm gonna rest and I'll walk this back. So in case you don't know, this open field is at the alternative parking lot off of 147th. I did another little video, but maybe you haven't watched it. So way off there in the distance, there's a little cul-de-sac of dirt and rock. There's no official name for the preserve. It just says Forest Preserve District on the sign when you find it. I consider it Everton Woods, but you know, that's just me, I guess. A few more moments, I shall finish my break and walk into the woods. When Rubio Woods is not open early enough in the morning, this is, oh, it's getting windy, you probably can't hear me. Let's pause. Try that again. So when you can't get into Rubio Woods early in the morning, sometimes it does happen. The police don't open it up when they can or should or whatnot. You can come out here, park at this little dirt cul-de-sac, and you walk the tree line, and you'll eventually come to this opening. You see a lot of cans too from the soccer players. I wish they wouldn't do that. So there's like this big hole right here. So here we go again. This is the full walk, very boring, but if you're curious, let's go on this little journey. See if I can clear up the shakiness afterwards, but so late at night, or when it's gonna be late at night, we got people walking here. I'll wait to talk. It's quite a workout, huh?
Yeah.
See the cemetery? Excellent.
Pretty cool.
So did you just like discover the path, or did you hear about this path?
No, we just discovered it.
Cool. Just curious. Back to the nighttime stuff. So let's say you want to visit and for some reason you know you're going to be running late. You don't want to annoy the police when they want to lock up Rubio Woods. They got to get home, do their thing, relax. So you can try this cul-de-sac, give them a break, and use this back path. But by then it's going to be dark. So try using the path first during the day. Don't push your luck. Don't be staying an hour or two after sunset. Just use it as a little emergency thing and a courtesy thing for the police. Sometimes when it rains all day long, they'll even close the lot like 4 hours early. I wish they wouldn't do that. They shouldn't be doing that. So you can use this if you need to, obviously. Lots of thorns. You can replay the video, know where I'm going left and right. So ahead is the actual horse trail. I'm taking a right. Here's your obstacle course. Got logs. Watch your step. Not many people know it, but we have a few albino squirrels around here. Pure white. Alright, I'm at another intersection. Near the place to sit down. But I won't stop there. I'll keep going. What's nice is if you see me, like if you're lost here, you can listen for the cars on the road. So you can kind of get your bearings. Usually when it gets loud with the cars, you know that direction is probably going to be 143rd or something like that. Because the other roads are farther away. So you'll kind of get an idea if you're walking north or south. Here's the teepee, more obstacles. There's the limbo thing. How low can you go? crosses in the road. Stay on the lookout for orange paint. Lots of ferns out here if you just get off the path. Cool mushrooms, regular and magical. Magical is more the west of the creek. It starts to open up a bit when you get near the cemetery. However, there is a new path that leads to the entrance of the cemetery. You probably don't want that one. So follow the paint. This will lead you to the creek. I don't know if you can hear the cars yet, but it's getting a little louder. There's the raspberry bushes. Pause here for a second. Get swarmed by mosquitoes. Alright. Here's the creek. Or the crick, wherever you're from. I have mosquitoes eating me and I don't want to move the camera. I'm doing this for you folks. Being eaten alive. Okay. So we are approaching the old Midlothian Turnpike, where the bridge used to be. So here's where the bridge would have been. So now, as you should already know, take the old road. You see more people coming down the path. It's great that everyone visits now. Let's see. So yeah, back to kind of where I started the journey, right? There's the cemetery. And on the last note, fun little fact, this area over here became a makeshift pet cemetery. Of course, there's no headstones. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you later.